hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is our review for Catfish, okay? This is season 7, episode 29. Yep, people still getting catfish in these streets, okay? Catfish for good reason, catfish for bad reasons, catfish for no reason, okay? All kinds of foolishness going on all up and through, okay? But we're going to get through it anyway. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird, Jaybird, dot. Okay, and all that good shit. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share, and to hit that like button, and all of that goodness. And let's get into this episode. So y'all know Matt left the show, so Neve is still on the hunt, I assume, for a co-host. And when they had last season, they had this one girl on there, Cammy, and I swear, I'm like, Cammy gets this, okay? She gets it. She needs to be the host with Neve, but they're having different hosts. However, Cammy is back. So Cammy was back for this particular episode, which is the first episode of the season. The reason I liked Cammy was because you have to have somebody there who is like, oh, that's a sad situation, but also they not with the bullshit, okay? They're like, you know what, not today, not on my goddamn watch, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I was like, okay, Cammy's cool. So Cammy is on this episode as the guest co-host. I think she's going to be on there for a couple other episodes as well. They said they're going to have like their favorite guest hosts back this season, but I thought I saw a couple different times where Cammy was on here. But we shall see. I do think they should make her the co-host with Neve. I'm just saying, it's just my personal opinion, but who knows. Anyway, so we got this episode, and we have Mathan, okay? Mathan is 22 years old, and he's from LA. And he has a best friend, okay? His best friend name is Leah, okay? And Leah, over here. This is Leah, okay? It's a bad picture, I know, but whatever. So, this is Leah. Now, first of all, let me say this. I love Mathan's skin tone. I mean, he looks like, baby, okay. Why else somebody calling me at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I tell her.
Hello? You got the wrong number. Random man. First of all, it almost gave me a heart attack because, random numbers in the middle of the night usually means something is wrong. So oh Lord Jesus. Well, now I'm a ringtone. Drake. Anyway, so Mateen's skin tone is amazing. It looks like just chocolate butter. Okay, just chocolate butter. I love it. But, okay, 22 from LA, his best friend is Leah. And he said, I'm in love with her. Okay, I am in love with her. We have been talking since we were 13. It started off with, like, online stuff, and then text stuff, and then phone stuff. So they've been talking for about 9 years. However, he sometimes she would just disappear for months on end. Sometimes she'll pop back up as if nothing ever happened. Sometimes she would never video chat with him. And also, he said how sometimes they could be on the phone, like, talking, and the phone would just hang up, and she just wouldn't answer, and she'll just be, poof, gone in the wind. It's gone some damn well, okay? And so, but he I just really want to meet her in person because I am in love with her. And so I'm like, oh, that's kind of different or whatever. So, they're like, well, have y'all ever tried to meet up in person? And he's like, yeah, here and there. But, like, she will always say, like, she'll only do it if I pay for everything. And, you know what I'm saying? He's like, so we just kind of never did it. And Cammy, like him, said, I need him to want more for himself, you know what I'm saying, than somebody who is going to keep disappearing on him like an asshole that a person who does that is. And so they end up video chatting him, and then again he brings up how he's dated other girls or whatever, but Leah has just always been there for him as a friend. He says even though she has all these different social media accounts, but she never posts any videos, so it's always pictures, even though she's on Snapchat, she does the filter stuff, but it's never an actual video of her. It's always just pictures. But like, I still want to see her in person, so I'm hoping y'all can help me out. So when they go visit him, because he's in LA and they in LA, so when they go to visit him, he brings up how back when he first met her, that his parents were going through a divorce, and so he was sad, lonely, depressed, the different things that kids go through when their parents are having a divorce. And he said she was just always there for him, to uplift him, to make him feel better. Y'all know I'm over here multitasking. Um, Always making him feel better about himself and just what he's going through, and just being a good friend to him when other people may not have been that to him. And then he brings him again, over the years. Her number would change again. They would be on the phone, and the phone would hang up, and then she'd just be gone, and he just didn't know what was going on. But when she would pop back up, they would still be friends or whatnot. He brings up how he said to other people she has two, how she told him that she was pregnant by some dude who was one of her exes, and how when they were she told him she was pregnant, but she had an abortion. And she told him how her father passed away a year ago. So she's been sharing these intimate details of her life. This light is so bright. Of her life, but again, he had just never seen her in person. Okay, at the all. So from there, okay, they like, you know what? It's all these things going on. It's kind of weird, and you still want to like meet her, because again, she keeps popping away and then popping back up. He's like, yeah, because he just really has grown to care for, because he was 13, just 13, puppy love all up and through. And so Cammy like, okay, and Eve like, okay, and they both feel like he's just so nice. But something ain't right with this girl, and he just too nice to see it. So, you know what I'm saying? But he like, I can't leave her alone because I love her and I need to meet her. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. So we see Neve and Cammy go do some investigation. Okay, they are investigating things. They're googling the pictures and checking her social media. So the pictures don't pop anything basically. So they go to her Facebook page where she posted how the anniversary of her father passed away had just passed, and she like tagged the dad's page. However, the dad's page was a different last name than the name she was using with him. And so they search the dad's page, don't see too much. So then they search the girl's first name, Leah, with the dad's last name. And sure enough, some things pop up, honey. And so there are these multiple stories, like in Google, okay, that says, Leah so and so, ran away. It's about a 16-year-old girl who ran away from home, how she birthed a baby without no doctors, how she was a runaway, how she was on heroin, how at one point the baby she birthed was missing, like all these. And they like, what? And it was an actual news story. And they're like, that's her, because this is this picture, it's the girl. So they're like, okay, she's a real person, that's her real name. However, she was giving him a different last name. So because she was, which some people do or whatever. And so they like, well, she's a real person, and what she been had in all these years is she's a drug addict. So these times when she would disappear, she would be in rehab or she birthed a baby. And when she told him she was pregnant and had an abortion, she didn't have an abortion. She secretly birthed a baby, and like it was a whole news story about the whole situation, and it was crazy. So they like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is what's going on. And I'm looking like, well, I can't either. Okay, I can't either. I want to pull up a better picture of him that I think. Cause I'm like, he looks different with his braids down. See, doesn't he? Still that glowing chocolate skin. Anyway, so they go tell Matin, Maton, because I kept putting Nathan, but it's Maton. So they go tell Nathan what they found. So they show him the video, the news articles. This is how basically she's a real person. That's her real first name, and she's a real person. However, the reason she probably was gone over all this time is because she was or is, well, it was whenever a heroin addict and was in the news for birthing a baby. Okay, and I'm like, that is crazy. That is because it's like, damn, I don't think they've ever had a catfish where the person that was who was contacting somebody was on the news, and like it was whole girl, it was kind of crazy. So he's shocked at what they've shown him. He's like, because from what I know her, like I wouldn't expect her to be like her, like out here lying, being on drugs, being on heroin, birthing babies, running away, stealing babies. Like I wouldn't expect that. It's kind of crazy. So he's still in shock. But he's like, you know what? I still care for her. So I just want to see her in person, like kind of see what's going on. So he then says, had I known, had she told me any of this, I would have helped her. Cammy, like, I need you to stop being so nice. You know what I'm saying? It's been all these years and she has not been honest with you. You need to start looking out for yourself because you're trying to look out for her, but what I'm saying, you need to also look out for yourself. Look out for yourself, okay? So Neve, like, well, let's reach out to her. Let's reach out to her, try and talk to her and see what happens. So they call the phone, of course she does not answer. So they send her a text. And then they're like, well, we have like an address of where she supposedly lives, out there or whatever. And if she kind of just doesn't respond, maybe we'll just kind of fly out to where she is and try to find her. And they do shit like that, okay? They just get an address and fly somewhere. But, I'm like, girl, don't pop up to my house. If you pop up to my house, your ass ain't getting in. Okay, I'm surprised Kevin didn't say that. If you pop up to a black person's house, we don't let you in. But, they may be different elsewhere. Anyway, so we see as Neve and Cammy is driving off, the girl calls. She calls them back. Like, hey Neve, hey Cammy, hey, what you just doing? Like, this is real regular. Not like Neve from Catfish calling me because I've been messing around with Mathan all this time, and they want to meet me. And I'm like, for one, the girl sounded so young to me on the phone, but it was what it was. So they like, Mathan wants to see you. Like, will you be willing to do that? Are you, and was she in Wisconsin or Washington? Somewhere. And she said, yeah, I'm still here. Like, y'all can come. And, all right, we'll be there tomorrow. Great. I'm looking forward to it. So they fly to her. They get there, and now she's not returning their phone calls or their texts, and she's just MIA. And so they check on her social media. And as they're checking her social media, okay, as they are checking her social media, they're like, well, she hasn't really posted too much, this or that. But then they see this. Okay, she has posted a whole post, okay, that says, I love my man so much, and I'm so glad you're finally out of jail. My baby, Darnell, we don't know the last name, okay? And they like, whoa, like, why would you post this today? Like, as we're trying to contact you and you're not answering, you posted a whole thing about a whole man getting out of prison, and you didn't mention that yesterday. But, it's kind of crazy. So, Mathan then says, I know that name. Like, I've seen that name before. I think it's her ex. I've seen it, like, on Facebook or whatever. And so, Neve Google the dude name, and sure enough, he has a whole mugshot, a whole record too. I'm like, oh, that's different. And Nathan say, yeah, she has the kind of thing for like, people like in trouble. I say, hell, because she's in trouble with her damn self. So, birds of a feather, birds of a feather. So they realize how the dude was released yesterday. Like they're there that day. He was out yesterday. So I'm like, fresh out of jail, and they're like, why would you carry, like, how are you on social media being happy while this guy fresh out the joint, okay, fresh out of prison, okay, fresh out of jail, but you was just agreeing to see us today, like, that doesn't make any sense, and it's crazy. Again, Mathan, you can't keep being, I keep coming out of lipstick. You can't keep being that nice. You know what I'm saying? Good friends would not ghost you. And she's been playing you for a minute. And I'm like, she has. She really, really has. I don't think he sent her any money, but he's still playing with her emotions. And that's just not nice. So we then see Neve and them just go to the address that they had Googled. Because again, she's not answering phone calls. She's not responding back to text messages or anything. So when they go to this house, they pull up. I'm like, girl, this is a trailer park. Like, what's going on? Like, they may shoot you. Move, go, get out the way. But they go and knock on the door, like, knock, 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 knock. No one answers the camera. I'm like, let me try. Knock, 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 knock. I'm like, yeah, we knocked pretty hard. So, like, a guy comes out. He like, yeah, what's going on? I mean, camera crew, TV, a white man, a black man, and a black woman, and all these crews, and you like, oh, it's my bedtime in 15 minutes. I have to set my alarm to make me go to bed by 3:30. It never works. Anyway, so they like, do you know Leah? So what her last name is? He's like, no, I think y'all had the wrong house. Are you sure you don't know Leah so and so? Or Leah so and so and so and so? Like, or could we have the wrong, like, did she live around somewhere? They like, no, we don't know her. Like, I don't know who she is. And so they're like, okay, cool. So they then say, well, let's go back and look on her page to see if she's like posted anything or whatever. So we see that a girl had like commented on her page and said something. And so he like, well, can you friend her and like call her on Facebook? I'm looking like, don't you Facebook call nobody. I hate when people Facebook call me. I'm like, if you don't have my number, don't call me on Facebook. And if you're a whole stranger, I'm not even gonna answer the phone. So they like some kind of way like Facebook called a girl, and somebody in the person answers. Turns out the girl is like, well, yeah, she lives with the mom, and um, that's what she is. I can try to contact her if y'all need me to. Because, like, I'm her good friend. I'm in town. We were supposed to link up, and she's just not answering. So, like, if you can kind of get a message to her, it'll be greatly appreciated. And so, well, she may be at the courthouse because she has to go to the courthouse between like 1 and 4. I guess because she's on like probation or parole or something. And so they're like, okay, cool. So they go to the only courthouse that's in that little city, and they just kind of wait outside from like 1 o'clock until 4:30 when the court closed, and she never got there. So they said, well, damn it, that was a whole waste of time. But they were just looking to see if she came. So they then call the number back, and it was a girl named Jessica. Jasmine. Turns out Jasmine is the sister of Leah. And she like, what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I'm her sister, you know what I'm saying? Because they video call her this particular time. And then, we're sisters. I think they had like maybe they had the same dad or whatever, but they weren't raised in the same household or whatever. And, she's like, well, what about the whole thing with the baby in the news story? She's like, I don't think I'll ever get a straight answer about what happened there. Like, she's just very different. Okay, she just thinks it's going on or whatever. And then they said, what about this Darnell dude? She was like, no comments. Meaning, I don't like that man, and it is what it is. So they're like, well, oh, okay. But again, she didn't have too much to say about it, and they kind of leave it at that. So they just like, we gonna just be at the courthouse, we'll know what's going on, and just know Leah. So they call the sister back again, and then she's like, well, I'm at the house with her, and she's kind of touch and go, like she want to go, but she can't go, whatever, and I'll try to get her somewhere, but I don't think that y'all should come to this house like that. Don't come here. I don't think that's wise. Don't come here. So they meet up like in the alley somewhere. Well, maybe not the alley. It may have been like behind a business or whatever. Like, how sometimes businesses had the parking lot in the back. It was like that. But it's cold outside. Okay? You can see their breath and everything. Like, everybody look like they freezing. Okay, freezing. And then they walk up, and it's just the sister Jasmine. So in my head, I'm like, oh, was Jasmine catfishing him as the sister Leah the whole time, and she finna come clean? Cause that'll be some bullshit. Okay. But she's like, no, Leah's at home. She didn't want to come out. She wanted to stay with her boyfriend. Like, she wanted to, but she can't explain to him why she'll be leaving. And I'm like, oh, that's why she said it ain't good for y'all to come to the house, because the boyfriend is there. And she's like, I think it's like a jealousy thing. And he knows what's going on. He doesn't like it. So she's just trying to stay there with him and like keep him happy. And I'm like, this is a real life person who has a boyfriend or a dude who pissed off her because she be talking. I'm like, that's crazy. And the sister who just so have happened to comment on the page, I'm like, damn, it was crazy. So she's like, I know I'm not her, but I'm on behalf of my sister, I'm sorry for, her, like, just being, for this or whatever, not being here. And so for the first time, they didn't catch Catfish. It is the first time for everything, okay? And for the most part, Nathan is like, this is fucked. Not even say fucked up. Like, this is crazy. This is kind of crazy. So he sends the girl like one final message on like Facebook or whatever, where he just said like, I was always there for you. We were friends and all this time. You saying basically you've been shitty to me. You've been very shitty to me or whatever. But I will always care about you. However, I'm not going to accept any further communication from you. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. And then we see 2 months later, and then he's dating somebody else now who he knows in real life. He has not reached out to Leah at all. He's completely moved on in his life. And I'm like, the first time they didn't, well, I mean, technically, they knew where she was. They didn't get her on camera. She wouldn't come meet them. So I guess it's not that they didn't catch a catfish, but the catfish didn't come forth to show themselves. Because technically, the damn sister could still be the catfisher. Okay, I'm just saying, we don't know. Because, and they said the girl Leah never returned like any calls or never contacted them. So I really wonder, was it the sister? Because why is it the only person they were able to get in any contact with was the sister? Just wondering. Because I'm like, you could have easily been like, me and my sister finna go to the store real quick. We'll be right back. So I still wonder, was it the sister? And she kept lying because she didn't want to be true. But she seemed wholeheartedly sad when she said, on behalf of my sister, I'm sorry for, her antics or whatever. And I'm like, oh, poor little Tink Tink. Anyway, so that was the episode, y'all. It was, we didn't see the other person, okay? And it was with us. But made things moved on. So I'm like, that was cool. So I'm done. I will see y'all next time. I am Jay Lee. This is Ellie's Corner. Peace.